Good afternoon. I'm Jeremy. I did not expect to be speaking, so I don't have any slides prepared for you or anything. I'm just going to give you a very brief introduction for those of you who might be looking to get involved with e-NABLE and looking to get started. Jen Owen and I, Jen Owen is the one who started and runs e-NABLEingthefuture.org, one of our main websites. So Jen and I are doing, and will continue to be doing, a lot of work on that site. We're making some design changes and making it easier to find what you need and linking to our various resources. So e-NABLEingthefuture.org is a good site to remember. And from there, you'll find links to the different tools that we offer to help you get started. So just to kind of give you a quick overview of what some of those tools are and how they kind of fit together, e-NABLEingthefuture.org, the one that I just mentioned, is primarily a blog site. That's where Jen has helped us to document our stories and the impacts that we've had around the world and how we have been able to help change people's lives through our work together. And it also has some informational resources to help you get started. We have a new platform we call the e-NABLE Hub, which is basically a social community where people can communicate with one another, they can collaborate with one another, and this is kind of like an incubator platform where people can work together on ideas and develop those ideas, and once they're sort of fully baked and ready to be released, we sort of move them off into the other parts of our infrastructure. We also have a platform called e-NABLE Web Central, which is a web-based platform for matching volunteers with people looking for devices. So if you're somebody that wants to get a device or knows somebody who wants a device, you can go to enablewebcentral.com and you can sign up, make a free account, and you can put in a device request. And you can submit sizing photos, which is what our volunteers use to figure out how a device is going to fit and how to scale it. And they can then make a device for you. If you're a volunteer, you can also go to enablewebcentral.com, create, again, a free account, set yourself up as a volunteer, and you can then browse the available cases, these device requests. You can look on a map, and you can see where people are in the world and where there are cases near you, and you can say, that's one I can help with, and you offer to help, and you get matched. And once you're matched, you can start making this device for somebody. So there's a process of, like I said, evaluating these sizing photos, and there's some tutorials on how to do that online so that anybody can learn how this works. You use this process to figure out what scale this device is going to be, so that if you're making a hand, for example, for somebody, when you download the files, they're going to be at 100% scale, which is a pretty small device. It would be good for a very small child, maybe. Most of the people that you'll make a device for, you'd have to scale those up a certain amount, which is very easy to do. But there's a little procedure that you have to learn to figure out what scale to scale it up to. You scale the files, and then you send them to your 3D printer and print the parts, and then you assemble the device, and you can either meet with or send off through the mail your device to the person that you're making it for. We do encourage, whenever possible, for every recipient to be working with medical professionals whenever that option is available. It is best to have an OT or some kind of a prosthetist or some other kind of medical professional involved to make sure that the device does fit properly, that the person knows how to use it, etc. Because after all, we are just, we're amateur volunteers. We are not medical professionals. So definitely encourage your recipients to work with a medical professional if they have that option. We also have forms that might be helpful for those of you who are volunteering, things like disclaimer, waiver of liability forms that you can use to help make it clear that this is an experimental device, that you're accepting this and using it at your own risk, that kind of thing, just to make sure that everybody is protected. I think that's it at the high level. So there are quite a few resources out there. We have our YouTube channel where we have lots of great videos. We've got the websites that I mentioned, but I think enablingthefuture.org is a good place for everybody to start. And like I said, that kind of links you off to the other different pages and resources, and we'll continue to update that to make it easier to find what you need. So I'm just going to leave it at that and keep it very brief. Can I answer any questions for anyone? Anyone maybe looking to get started or need to know anything else that I did not cover?
I apologize to keep walking.
Not at all. It's quite all right. Okay. Well, then I will turn it over to you, to the next person.
Could, let me...